Good morning. Hi, everybody. Sorry, we had a little bit of a technical error there. It was saying that I wasn't able to live stream, which is utterly ridiculous because obviously now we are able to. So, whew, okay, awesome. My name is Linsey. For practice today, you might want like a block or something block-like. If you don't have a block, you could probably find some household item that would resemble a block. And I have put the playlist down below. So we will get started in just 1 minute. Thank you guys for coming this morning. I'm super excited for this. Make sure that your phones and your Apple Watches are on silent. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for showing up today. My name is Linsey, if you do not know me, and this is Power 2. A little bit gloomy here in Des Moines, so I apologize for the lights right now, but hopefully everything is, at least you can see my extremities moving and all those different things if you need be. Will you just take 1 second, just 1 second, and comment and say hello up in the bar, in the chat. Say good morning at some time during the practice, whether it's right now while we're getting situated or after class. Just selfishly, I'd like to know who's in the room. And have your playlist right here. Good. So come into a nice, easy seat. And then I'll invite you to extend your legs outward, whatever degree feels good for you. I like to sit up on the edge of a pillow or a block, especially at the beginning of class. I'm not looking for full throttle here in this posture. This is simply a way to become grounded at the beginning of class. So I don't want you to feel everything. I just want you to feel something, most of that being a connection with the earth and your mind to that earth. So go ahead, let's press play together. And then just let yourself a slump, a slow, gentle descent into a shape that feels good for you. If you need to bend your knees a little bit or roll onto the knife edges of your feet, just find some ease throughout the body. Deep breath in. Long, gentle sigh out. Let the breath become this lullaby that takes you deeper and deeper into this beautiful hour you've carved out for yourself. If anything feels as though it's working too hard, let it be soft for these first few moments of class. As you settle in, I'll just let you know I just came back from this beautiful camp where I spent my summers growing up. And they can't host camp this year because obviously of our current circumstances. So they've extended that small groups and families can come out for the night and enjoy the water, the fishing, the boating, just grilling out, being together. And so we did. My family and I took advantage of that last night. And not only is there so much of me in that place and that place in me, but going there just feels really grounding. It's familiar, right? I know that ground, I know that space, even with the changes over time in the buildings and the people who run it, it's still this really beautiful place to come home to. So I want you to feel that grounding here, that sense of coming home to a piece of yourself. It's not just ground, the physical ground, that really made this alchemy of experience for me last night. But as I sat and meditated on the grass, I could feel the air on my skin. temperature, the gusts as they came and went. You could feel the sun. I could look up into the sky, into the ether, into the nothingness. And I could feel even the sound of the water in the background and the touch of the water and the kind of, I don't know, slimy quality that it had to it with all the algae in it. So it wasn't just the ground, it was the alchemy of all of these earthly elements that really made this amazing positive reset for me. As we think about your intention for today's practice, I'll invite you to accept and really embrace the alchemy of everything that yoga has to offer you. Softness and strength, yin and yang, the palatable, the unpalatable, the slow, the fast, the inwardness, the outwardness, all of it, embrace it. See what it has for you today. Let's breathe in. Seal the lips closed. Exhale this soft stream of air right through the nostrils. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in 360 degrees, just kind of modulation through your torso. And soothing exhale. As you breathe in, just take a nice cat back here, or excuse me, cow back. Arch your spine, look up. Exhale, round in. Belly button comes back, maybe even rock back on your tailbone. Breathe in, arc up, look up. Exhale, round back in. Breathe in, cow, look up, arc up, shoulders desist. Exhale, round in. Breathe in, tall spine. Exhale, Sukhasana, easy seat. Breathe in, right arm high. Exhale, let's just take a nice little lateral bend over to the side. Continue to breathe. All the elements in our yoga practice are mirrored through our chakra system. The ground through our most base chakra, right down here at our seat. Press it down gently. Let your legs really ground. Take an exhale. Breathe in, center. Let's switch our arms. Exhale over to the opposite side. Breathe. Notice any unneeded tension in your legs. Let them melt downward. Really trust gravity as though you're supported by the earth. Breathe out. Breathe in, center. Exhale, let's take a twist. Just continue to breathe. Look over your shoulder. Nice and tall, knees are heavy. Just decompress our spine so that some of that fluid can get back into the discs. Notice how everything feels right in this moment. Ground yourself through present. Exhale. Breathe in, center, switch your arms. Exhale, twist, second side. Let's breathe. Tailbone drops. Every movement has this grounding aspect as the bandhas or the energy locks really take hold. Just a slight bit of tension in your pelvic floor. Out through solar plexus, and then maybe even chin to elongate spine even further. Breathe out. Breathe in center. Exhale, take your hands behind your back. Breathe in, lift your hips. Pause for a moment. Just do something that feels good. If any range of motion feels a little too much at any point, just back off a little bit. How are the bandhas now? How is your breath now? Breathe in. Breathe out, soften down, remove your props. Twirl around to the front side of your mat. So let's just walk back for one child's pose. Activate this child's pose. Let it be just this really nice traction. Hands track back toward knees to help elongate crown of head. And before we move on to another element, just make sure that you are firmly grounded. It is your foundation. Something you can always come back to. Your primary building block. Breathe out. Breathe in, table pose. Exhale, tuck your toes, knees right under hips. Breathe in, cows. Exhale, cats. Continue to move and breathe on your own. Find some spinal movement that feels good. Come into this water-like quality now. Sacral chakra, creativity. Not so much the seat of thought as it is of feeling. If you're uncomfortable with moving without cueing, then just notice that uncomfortability. Maybe that's something that you can work on in your life, is liberating yourself. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you breathe, find a little sway in your hips from side to side. You've got this really nice sturdy A-frame. And so if you'd like to pedal or find any other really gingerly movement, you want it to be super slow, then you're invited to do so. Be here for just a few more breaths. I really like to stretch the front of my ankles here, maybe one by one or both at the same time. Just really curious about how sensation lands. On your inhale, please bend your knees to the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, bend your knees to a hover or a kiss. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, knees to a hover, gaze forward, armpit strong. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your elbows to a kiss or a hover. Exhale, downward facing dog. A little strange, I know. Stick with me. Inhale, bend to the best of your ability. Look forward. Exhale, extend. Once more, inhale, bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Breathe. You might feel a slight tingle in your shoulders. They just did a lot of work, right? Downward facing dog is a heating inversion. So let this inversion be just a little less heating and a little bit more passive. Something very special about the way we layer on movement in yoga. When something is intense and then maybe a little less intense afterward, you can really sit with the sensation. Notice the qualities of its coming and going, like lights in the night sky, and the constellation of your body. Feet really nice and far apart. Exhale. Inhale, sunflowers to your right. All the way up, look under. Exhale, slow descent to your left. Breathe in. Again, come up to this side. Exhale over to the left again. Let's switch sides. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Breathe in, left. Oh, and exhale, right. That was really good. Been sitting in a car, this morning. Breathe in, straighten your spine, dance your feet together. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, Samasthiti. This will be where we come back to our intention, where we really ground down as we start to layer up the chakra system. Take an exhale. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, chair with vertical twist. Breathe here. I like my gaze straight ahead for this first pass. That way I can take just a little glance down and make sure my knees are even in space. Left knee does not jut forward. And I think my body wants my legs apart for this today. Normally I have my feet pretty close together. Feels a little bit better in my low back and sacrum to have them apart. Make those adjustments as needed. Take an exhale. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, vertical twist to your left. Breathe. There's this really nice kind of opposite quality to us holding in our energy locks, but breathing this full diaphragmatic breath behind them. So you feel supported, like there's a scaffolding around you, but you've got this aliveness behind it that innervates it. Take an exhale, please. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe and lift halfway. Exhale, plank, lower all the way to your belly. Breathe in, low cobra pose. Pause. I usually marry my feet together. You know what? Hip distance or a little bit further could feel magical in your body today. Lift your sternum just another inch. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Breathe in. Let's flow this. Just press up to maybe even a little bit further of a cobra. Exhale, gently lay your spine back down. You can even kind of roll your shoulders on the way up, that serpentine quality. Inhale, roll. And exhale, soften back down. This time, inhale, roll up, cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, come to your knees, downward facing dog. Breathe and lift your heels, please. Exhale, fluidly come forward, fold in half. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, gentle wave back down. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, Samasthiti. Breathe in, mountain. Exhale, vertical twist. I want you to feel soft like flower petals through your hands. Inhale, rise back up, maybe even like floating seaweed. Exhale, vertical twist to your left. Breathe in, come all the way up. And exhale, forward fold with that fluidity of that second chakra. Breath in, elongation. Exhale, plank. Lower to your belly, almost like a wave. Breathe in, Bhujangasana, low or high cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. See how gentle you can be with yourself. Inhale, press. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Breath in, mountain pose. Exhale, Samasthiti. Breathe in, mountain. Exhale, chair, vertical twist. Maybe you look back this time. Breath in, float up. Exhale, second side. Breathe in, mountain. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Roll down to your belly as though everything works together, because it does. Breathe in, nice big old back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Come back to grounding. And then just notice that soft quality as it layers on top of it. How do the two feel together? Exhale completely. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, Samasthiti. Breathe in, chair pose. Oh, let's do half chair today, shall we? Knees back, shoulders back as far as you can. Hands straight out in front of you, at least for this first pass. Let's trickle up the chakra system to navel, Manipura chakra. It's our sense of willpower, self-worth. It's got this heating quality to it. Our energy, our life force kind of situation going on here. So you should feel a really nice temperature change as we hold this. Not just in your thighs, in your belly, in your breath, in your arms and shoulders. Plug them back. Exhale. Breathe in, single leg mountain, left knee lifts. Pause for just a moment. Heart is forward. How tall can you get from the base of your right foot all the way out through your fingertips? Breathe in. Exhale, full airplane pose. Let's breathe here. Bend your knee a little on the right side if anything feels funky up top. You need that grounding gaze and the fluidity of your breath to hold this very yang posture, this very intense posture. Breathe out. Breathe in, standing split. Oh, let's pause and feel. Your block could come in really handy right here. I feel everything. And the right knee bend can be kind of Nice here too. You don't have to completely straighten. You can take some tension off of your hamstrings by just loosening that joint. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, straighten both legs. Look back toward your navel. Exhale, lunge in a lot. Lower your back knee. Again, inhale, straighten. Let's just decompress some of these tissues. Exhale, lunge in. Last time, really nice elongation on your inhale. Exhale, lunge in. Breathe in, crescent pose. Great. High lunge. We call this all different sorts of things. We'll just call it Anjaneyasana for all you folks out there. Take a breath in. Exhale, airplane wings. Breathe. If you need more of this Manipura chakra stimulation, this heating quality, this intensity, pop your front heel up. You'll also have sexier calves after the workout. Take an exhale together. Breathe in, Sultan. Continue to breathe. Left arm up, right arm on back thigh, slight axial rotation through your spinal column. You'll feel this little semblance of a back bend here. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, reverse triangle. Breathe here for a moment. So we just took a lot of intensity through your front thigh. How does it feel now to elongate it? Maybe even pull the tissue up toward your groin. Squeeze around your muscle, or squeeze around your bone rather. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Let's breathe here. How's everyone doing, okay? Okay, I'm gonna pretend that I just heard you. See if you can maybe pigeon toe in your back foot just a slight bit more. Allows you to sink into your lunge a bit further. Exhale. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Breathe here. Option for a tricep stretch right here, just on this front hold, on this first hold. Anytime you can give yourself a little extra love. I think it's kind of nice. With the tricep stretch, I also dial my chin down toward my left armpit, not just to make sure I wore deodorant today, but to get a little neck stretch. Breathe in. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain. Exhale, Samasthiti. Breathe in, chair pose. It's mountain actually. And then exhale, chair pose. We'll stay here for just a couple of breaths. Work on your form here. See what kind of container you can make for yourself to live and thrive in. Maybe you tuck your chin in just slightly and let your neck muscles relax. Breathe out. Breathe in, single leg mountain, right knee lifts. Let's pause. You'll notice there's no right or wrong with a point or a flex of your foot. So find something that feels good today. Lean forward just slightly. Starting to feel a little sweat. Good, right? Breathe in. Breath out, airplane pose. Let's breathe. Let your breath not only be fluid, but a little meaty. There's something to it there, you know? You are not Darth Vader, perhaps, but you are a force to be reckoned with the breath. Lift up through your hamstring. Breathe out. Breathe in, standing split. Pause, breathe. I think since I have been gardening outside, I've told you all this, my hamstrings are so much tighter, so it's interesting just to see the range of motion and how all those things we like to do land in our bodies. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Get your spacing. Breathe in, stretch and straighten. Exhale, sink in. Breathe in, stretch your left hamstring. Exhale, stretch the front of your right leg. One more time, that just feels so good. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, sink in. Very nice. Inhale, full crescent. Breathe here. Notice if your front foot likes to supinate or roll to the knife edge. You want a nice firm press through your big toe mount. Then everything just stacks gorgeously on top of that. Breathe in. Breath out, airplane wings. Breathe, elongate. Shoot superpowers out of the crown of your head. Maybe embrace the shape, the change that you alone are evoking right now. Pull tailbone back. Really try to elongate through this low back. Exhale. Inhale, Sultan Warrior. Breathe. You should feel about expired in your front thigh. You've got it. It is sustainable for just a few more breaths, so sink in. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Really feel that fluidity through your arms. Breathe in, reverse triangle. Pause here. Tense your front quad, and then pull it, retract it up towards your groin. Breathe in. Breath out, extended side angle. Breathe. This is about your navel, right? This is your navel center, so don't let your bottom arm be anything but an uplifting support. It's not something to rest down on. You want your core to fire here. Breathe out. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Pause and breathe. Take the tricep stretch if you did so on the other side. Ooh. It's really nice because it's not just a stretch for your tricep, really, but all of your breathing muscles. Really modulate the chest. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, heel slip. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, take your time, get long. Exhale, refold. Breath in, mountain pose. Exhale, samasthiti. Breathe in, mountain. Exhale, chair. Breathe in, single leg, mountain left knee rises. Exhale, Bakasana, airplane pose. Breathe in, standing split. Exhale, low lunge. We'll take out the stretches. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, crescent pose. Exhale, airplane wings. There's your navel. Inhale, Sultan Warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Back foot spins down. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Where are the bundas now? Exhale, chaturanga. I want to skip. So I will inhale, upward facing dog, or hold your high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, let's go. Breathe in, half. Exhale, fully fold. Breath in, mountain pose. Exhale, samasthiti. Breathe in, mountain. Exhale, chair pose. Don't miss it, that's your fire. Inhale, single leg mountain, right knee. Exhale, Vipassana. Breathe in, standing split. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, up. Exhale, airplane wings, hinge forward. Breathe in, Sultan Warrior, right arm high. Exhale, low lunge, touch down at the very end. Spin your back heel down. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. Hopefully you feel that heating quality as I feel that heating quality. But just to make sure, let's flow once more with some passion. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain. You can take up space. You're worthy of it. Exhale, samasthiti. Breathe in, mountain. Exhale, chair pose. Breathe in, single leg mountain, left knee up. Exhale, airplane. Breathe in, standing split. Exhale, low lunge. Breath in, up. Exhale, airplane. Breath in, Sultan Warrior. Exhale, touch all the way back down softly. Ground down to your back heel. Inhale, reverse try. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. Woo! Breathe in together. And burn it off together. We've got one more round on the other side. Inhale, look. Exhale, float, step. Breath in, look forward. Exhale, desist. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, samasthiti. Remember that intention you move for. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, chair. Breathe in, single leg mountain, right knee. Exhale, Vipassana. Breathe in, standing split. Exhale, land without a sound. Breathe in, come on up. Exhale, airplane wings. Breathe in, Sultan Warrior. Exhale, touch down. Just hover your fingertips. Breathe in, reverse triangle. Exhale, side angle. Breathe in, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Breathe in, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. Come down to your knees. And just take a nice little child's pose. Doesn't have to be fancy. Don't think about the width of your knees or the space of your hands. Just let yourself settle in. Hands can even be at prayer at the nape of your neck. Or you can take your arms back by your sides. Notice now the alchemy of all of these things combined. Earth, water, fire. That's what makes yoga such, not just a potent process, but a really enjoyable process. We are multi-dimensional humans. And yet, most of the time, we try to just do one thing. We either just want to get it all the time, or we're just very passive. We need all these different sides of ourselves to illuminate, to unfold. And as you come up and get your drink of water, cheers to you, Sunday yogis, I'd like you to think about how important it is for this next area, our heart chakra. So important, okay? For this back bend, you will need every other foundation. And the longer we live, the more we kind of have this, slumped, defeated look about us. They call it kyphosis, right? Your chin forward, and, slumped. It's because you're on your computer, you're driving, you're walking, you don't look up at the clouds, you look down at the ground. So let's do some counteraction. Bring your block if you have one. If you don't have a block, grab a pillow. Squeeze between your legs. Tuck your toes. Very nice. Camel pose. We'll start with hands on our backs. And then just take a nice little back bend here. Not full throttle yet, just make sure you have your ground, your engagement of your musculature up the back. And then that bunda line we talked about. We've got pelvic floor and a little bit of constitution right here to support us. Open the shoulders. Awesome, couple more breaths. Breathe in. Exhale, hips to heels for a second. Keep your toes tucked. Okay, let's flow this just a little bit. If you felt safe in that back bend, when we flow our arms, maybe your hands come down towards your heels. If it felt as though maybe that was good in your range of motion, your hands will come to your low back as we come in. Or maybe just do a hover. Make sure you don't come back too far into gravity. Come with me now. Squeeze your block. Sit up in a kneel. Awesome. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, right hand to right foot or back, left arm high. Inhale, right arm high. And exhale, rock back into your camel. Maybe you open your throat. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, straight. Squeeze your block. Exhale, come back. And let's just hold here for a moment. This is a hard posture. Don't run from it. It's nobody's favorite. I've never met anyone who's their favorite posture. You can tell how hard it is to talk through. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, just sit for a moment. Close your eyes. Notice how you feel. Other side. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, left hand to left low back or leg, right arm high. Breathe in. We're just testing the waters here. Left arm high. Exhale, come back softly. One more time. Inhale, really wrinkle your front ribs. Exhale, half camel. Breathe. If I had better lighting, maybe you could see my shake. See if you can let something soften in your jaw. Breathe out. Inhale, slowly come all the way back up. And exhale, hero's pose, virasana. Breathe. Sit in between your heels on your block or the floor. Close your eyes, hands to thighs. Let everything settle. We've got a little bit more work to do, so don't be afraid of those tender moments where you're just going to see how things have landed. Very carefully crawl forward in through table. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Breathe in, walk your hands forward. Exhale, puppy pose with your chin on your mat. If this does not feel good, then you can lessen range of motion, maybe lips to mat. Or even walk your hands in and make a little pillow instead of having them so extended. Open heart space, right? We're not afraid to connect with ourselves, with others, to be vulnerable. And now we just add on the throat chakra. We're not afraid to be heard. This place of clear, concise, honest communication. Really to focus on Ujjayi breath here. That little textured sensation. It doesn't have to be loud, but that textured sensation that tickles and really regulates your nervous system when you do it through this vibration of your vocal cords. We'll be here for a few more breaths. If it feels good, you could even have a slight hum behind your breath right here to really activate that vagus nerve, which controls how much we feel relaxed on a good portion of our time. Okay, slowly come out. Big old shoulder stretch. You should feel some sort of poppable change. Very nice. Let's see what time it is. Good, we've got time for a little bit of playtime. I would like to take you into Dolphin Pose. In a Dolphin Pose, turns into forearm stand. That's great. That's great. But really what I want to focus on here is third eye center. So we're layering on these last places here. Third eye center, seat of wisdom, intuition, okay? This is your higher consciousness. Kind of instead of the reptilian and the mammalian parts of our brain, it's really that has to do with intellect, knowing. So, in order to access that, today, in downward facing dog, we bend our knees, yes, but we also bend our elbows. So take your block right underneath your head, bend your elbows down, and just set your third eye on your block. Breathe. You'll see it's not as dramatic of a dolphin pose, but I think it's really cathartic. Now you may stay here, or if you'd like, you can take your block away and the third eye center will become a piercing gaze straight down at your mat. Walk your legs in. Make sure everything is really nice and firm into your mat. Lock your gaze. Lock your third eye center. And if you'd like, you can lift a leg. If you'd like a little bunny hop in there, you can go up to forearm stand, but I would like you to be against a wall if you're not sure about forearm stand. And then we're just here for a couple more breaths. So if you did lift one leg, maybe lift the other. How's your gaze? I'll give you just a moment to finish up. Remember, if you are in forearm stand, so no weight in the head, really just like handstand, but on your forearms, I want you to pull in your elbows. Pull them toward each other. You might even sandwich them together on your block like this so that nobody could mess with your block. Okay? Find that here. Let's give you 2 more breaths to wrap up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees to a hover. Exhale, take them back. Inhale, knees to a hover. Here's your change. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Breathe. Now bring your third eye to either your forearms or a block. Block can go on many heights, right? You don't have to be super flexible in order to make yourself a little nest here. And if for any reason you can't touch third eye to some sort of material, I wouldn't worry about it. What I really want is you just to close your eyes wherever you are and feel just really at ease with a gentle focus at third eye center, right behind the brow ridge. It's so important that we connect with this place as people around us make all different sorts of choices in this time of unknowing. It's easy to go with the herd or to have a knee-jerk emotional response of what you think you should be doing. This is really the pause, right? Our consciousness is the pause that we need to not just do things automatically, but to really reason through them and find something that is congruent with who we are, how we want to be, how we are most proud of living, serving ourselves, of serving our families, of serving those we don't know. So if you feel at all muddled in any of this, which I'd be surprised if, someone doesn't, you might meditate on this spot more often, the spot of trusting yourself. You feel all these little facets of yourself as they come together now, the groundedness, the creativity and the softness, the fire and the willpower, the love and connection, the communication and clarity, the wisdom. It is all there. Some beautiful, beautiful sort of concoction. I'll invite you to take your forehead off of whatever it's on, but keep your gaze dim. Let's come back. Inhale, just knees at a hover. Exhale, downward facing dog. Small change there. Breathe in, knees to a hover. Exhale, half pigeon, second side. Breathe, don't overthink it, just land. If your foot has sickled in a different direction or you feel as though the posture isn't perfect, let go of those things. You know what really matters in these moments, right? It's not how well you can perform the yoga, it's how willing you are to open yourself to these softer sides of practice. If it feels comfortable, focus on a slowing of your breath. almost tame it with this gentle persuasion. A linger at the bottom of your exhale. Just take a few more breaths here to even out. If you feel as though anything is over engaged, let the breath melt it away. Let's find our block over to the side. Exhale, fingers wide. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, knees to a hover. Exhale, set your knees down. Come all the way to your belly. Extend your left arm long. And then just roll over onto the side. Breathe here. Most of the time I see students, if you don't feel something really nice here, maybe they're gone too far, or your hand is too far down or forward. It needs to be straight out to the side. Breathe in. Exhale, return to belly. Extend your right arm long. And then breathe in. Just come on over and breathe. Support yourself in any way you need. If your head doesn't touch the ground, use a pillow or a block. You've laid all of this really gorgeous groundwork to connect with the seat of your higher self, to connect with the wisdom of the universe or whatever it is that you think is bigger than yourself. And so let thoughts of daily tasks and to-dos or any passing entertainment in your brain take a back seat. Breathe in. Exhale, return to your belly. And I'll give you the option to either take Shavasana on your back or to take a tall seated pose for Shavasana. We really want to perseverate on our final chakra, our crown chakra. This place where we connect, right? We feel this connection to a higher source of being, of living, of all the things. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it all the way out. And as you return to a passive, unconscious breath, just let your mind's eye follow it all the way up the spine and out the crown of the head. And all the way back down the system for the next few moments. Breathe in. Sigh out. Breathe in, elongate, expand. Exhale, hands to heart. Something so amazing of sitting in nature, not just being in the parts that you're familiar with, but the parts that really open your mind to just simply look at the flowers I passed yesterday and to see not only their softness, their fragility, but also the fact that, man, they are badass. They weathered some late snows. They're out in all sorts of temperatures. They're resilient. Everything in nature is so multifaceted. Nature itself is as well, and we are a part of that. So thank you for embracing all the parts of yourself, of fine-tuning your entire being, and for being part of this community. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. I have a couple of announcements. One, the schedule is changing just a little bit for Power Life Live. If you keep up with Power Life on social media, you will see when my classes, I will have one Power 2 a week and one meditation per week. But they will drop at slightly different times. So if you keep up with them or me on social media, we will make sure that you are notified and you can still practice. I really wanted to keep this component for those who don't feel as though they can go back to the studio right now. So I'm really, really happy that we can continue this online journey. I know there's nothing like being in person, but we have to still take care of ourselves for those who don't feel as though they have the means to go back to the studio right now. So I really hope that I still see you on here. Keep connected. This entire flow was born out of something that someone suggested to me. They wanted to do a chakra flow. This was a couple weeks back, and now I kind of felt inspired. I did it. So if you have any suggestions or any needs, get a hold of me. I would love to. I would love to do something that serves you. Good to see you all. Have a great Sunday.